Hello everyone. I wanted to give you a pond update. The water is flowing through the outflow pipe and it's at its elevation that it should be. But I do have some bad news that there are wet spots on the backside of the dam, so I think it's leaking. And I'm going to show you those wet spots here. I'm on the backside of the dam and you can see there's like 4 foot by 6 foot areas that are wet and saturated. Any depressions are holding water. There's some staining from, I don't know if it's iron or other elements leaching out of the soil in certain spots. And most of the time there is like a constant trickle of water coming out of these. In general, it's squishy. When you step on it, you can feel it and you can hear it kind of gurgling and bubbling. So I'm not sure what these are. Let me know if you think these are leaks. Here in this spot is a big area that's wet and kind of stained. I'm hoping that's an underground spring that comes out of the ground, but I'm not sure. Let me know what you think. So I bought a product made by Shalex. It's called DamIt. It's a pond. They sell it as a pond sealer. There's a lot of people on YouTube that have used it to try to seal pond leaks. Some successful, some not. I hope I am the successful one. But in this video, you're going to see me spreading this. It's a polymer. It's basically you spread it on the surface. It kind of creates a blanket, and then as it saturates, it sinks to the bottom and creates like a layer of slime. That's, I think it's, what is it, positively charged or negatively charged, and most atoms are the opposite. So it attracts itself to the clay, and the clay attracts itself to it, and this stuff works its way into the cracks and holes. And then over time that clay bonds to it, and by attracting that clay into the holes, it stops the leak and makes a permanent seal. So I'm going to try this product and see what happens. I really hope that it works, but in this video you're going to see us applying it out of our canoe. This is the first maiden voyage using a canoe, or even actually being on the water, other than when it was frozen this winter. So it was pretty cool to get the canoe out there and get on the water. But anyway, let's spread this material and see what happens. Here you can see this stuff kind of forming a blanket on top of the water. It does spread out very fast. So like I thought it would kind of concentrate in an area, but it spreads out very fast, like a big blanket. So it's probably less, I don't know, I guess more diluted, not as concentrated. But here I put my finger in the water, and this is an area where I didn't even spread this stuff. You can see it's like super slimy, and you can see that like blanket of polymer on top, and just touching the water, it slimes up to your finger. And actually, by the end of this, doing this, we concentrate. As you can see, we concentrated all of this material, 1 bucket worth, which is about $300. It's supposed to cover 1,600 square feet. We focus pretty much all that on that one section of the dam that's wet on the backside. So, but by the end of this, the material actually spread across almost the whole pond. I'd say about 3/4, maybe half to 3/4 of the pond. But like when we rode our way out of the pond, it was still polymer, on the opposite end of the pond of where we applied it. So stuff does spread out quite a bit. I think one thing they do say is you could spray water on top of it to break that surface tension and get it to drop faster. I think that would be the ticket. Like, you'd almost have to have like one person rowing the canoe, one person spreading, and one person spraying like a hose or something. I don't know what you would do, but you almost need to break that surface tension so the stuff drops straight down to the bottom rather than kind of rest and spread out. But anyway, we're getting it spread around here. Putting a little extra near the outflow pipe. The reason you don't see the water level above that pipe right there is because I actually drilled holes in the side of it because I didn't want the water level at the top of the pipe, because you can see my emergency spillway there in the background. I wanted the water level to be a few inches below that emergency spillway, so there's kind of like two emergencies. The water flows through the holes in the side of the pipe. If we get a big rain event, it goes down the pipe, and then if the pipe isn't enough to take the water, then the water goes through that emergency overflow. Had a little bit of product left over, and I wanted to spread it on the remainder of the dam, so I'm going to go up this last stretch of dam wall here and spread the remainder. 1 bucket is 4 gallons. It cost $2.79 in May when I bought it, and as of today, towards the end of June here, it's $2.99 for a bucket. So it went up $20, and they said that was because of demand this year due to the amount of rain we've had. That's going to wrap this video up. As the saying goes, teamwork makes the dream work. We'll give you guys an update once we give this a couple weeks to settle and see if it stops our leaks. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. We would appreciate it. Thanks for watching.